Crystal, a few weeks ago, we heard Robert Niles from Theme Park Insider and all the news about what's happening around the country, heck, even around the world on that thing. But we didn't ask you, what's your favorite theme park, or did we?
I don't know. Well, Cedar Point, obviously. Buckeyes, hello. Cedar Point is definitely that's the it, girl. But only because I've never been to Disney.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that you like Busch Gardens Williamsburg.
Gardens. Yeah, I did like that too.
See, I think I might like Busch Gardens Williamsburg over Cedar Point.
I'm just going to do them both over and in this. But no, yeah, Busch Gardens was for adults, I would say. Well, yeah, it's for both, but I felt like an adult, like it catered to me. But then if I were there with kids, I would have
Yeah. Well, Cedar Point's kind of for adults too, with all those roller coasters.
True.
Anyway, see, everybody, we're already into it. We asked, and not only did Crystal and I come through with our greatest trips, but you came through with some great trips. Today, we're solidly in the Midwest with our calls, Crystal. Randy has a story in Indiana, a story about a park that has free parking, free sodas, and lots of fun for a fairly low price. Plus, Nikki shares a story about another park she goes to with her brother, who apparently squeals on a roller coaster like a little girl. Quoting Nikki.
Poor guy.
Not sure what that's all about. All that. Plus, we're going to talk theme park etiquette. We found a piece on that. What are the do's and don'ts?
Yeah.
Yes, with our etiquette lady, Crystal.
Yes. Well, I'm glad we're covering etiquette today, because as I was looking, I'm like, oh, that's a lot of things that I've totally have violated. So yeah, let's get ethical,
Get ethical,
but not ethical. It's ethical.
Ethical.
Ethical. We just created a new word.
There's epic and etic. Yes.
No. Let's get physical is usually they say let's get ethical. That was the Michael Scott episode on The Office. But now we're getting ethical because etiquette. All right, sorry. Let's move on. At the end of this episode and every show, you'll hear our Gear of the Day pick. So if you're looking for best-in-class gear that's worth the price, head to our Amazon page at stackingadventures.com/GOTD, Gear of the Day. You'll help the show and help yourself adventure better and for less money. Bada boom, bada bing. Now let's get this show on the road.
Ready for adventure? From vacation to staycation, and from the mountains to the beach. This is the Stacking Adventures podcast.
Welcome to the Stacking Adventures podcast, where we head around the world with you. Every adventure has a story, and today we're going to hear your stories about theme parks. Robert Niles, Mr. Theme Park Insider, was here a few weeks ago, Crystal, and now our adventures take center stage. It's going to be great.
Oh. Well, okay, I do. You guys, thank you for calling in, because I do love hearing from you guys, and you do say things that I totally would have never thought of. So thank you. We thank you. All right.
All of us. Thank you. You ready to do this?
From the whole entire team of the two of us. Thank you.
To our massive team of two. All right. Ready for the first one? Let's go, Crystal, to the Midwest, where Randy is going to share a story about a theme park he really likes in Indiana.
Oh.
One of our favorite adventures is to go to Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana.
Of course, you got to call it Holiday World if it's in Santa Claus. Oh. Do you even have a choice of names, Crystal?
No.
I guess it could be Christmas World, but that's kind of exclusionary.
Santa Claus? That's a real place?
Apparently it is. Santa Claus, Indiana. And so, Holiday World. Have you ever heard of Holiday World? Robert mentioned it just briefly.
Okay. I want to say I've heard something about it. I don't know if there was a Netflix or a show on some kind of board game store that was somewhere there. I don't know.
Wow.
Or a toy store or something. I don't remember. But it's very vague. So, I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
Definitely going with a no on this.
Yeah, Robert mentioned it. He's mentioned it more in previous years because this is also one of Robert and Al's favorite parks. But let's hear Randy talk about Holiday World.
If you have never been to Holiday World, it is well worth the trip. It is obviously a themed holiday amusement park, one half being amusement rides, some really nice roller coasters, and some fun rides for kids. The rides are generally on the younger side, although the roller coasters are very adventurous and enjoyable. The Voyage is one of the better wooden roller coasters that I've ever ridden. It's long and curvy, and in the category of maybe the Beast, if you're familiar with Kings Island in the Cincinnati area. The other half of the park is a water park, which is one of the best water parks I've ever been to. It is an African theme. Most of the slides have African type names. There are 3 water coasters, which are just amazing. If you've never ridden a water coaster, they are a new twist. Water jets propel you raft up the hills and down. They're very fast and fun for all. It is a great family park. Parking is free. They have what are called oases, where you can get free drinks all throughout the park. There are sodas and sports drinks, and that's all free, as well as suntan lotion. So you can keep the kids in the sunscreen and keep yourself hydrated all day long for free. It is a great value. Although we have not been there in a couple of years, so I'm not sure what the price on tickets is now. At the time that we were going regularly, it was well worth the money and a very enjoyable trip. Food's not extremely expensive. There are several spots inside the amusement area that are good eats, and as well as the water park. I absolutely recommend Holiday World if you're in the area. It is one of the wonderful, somewhat of a secret in Santa Claus. So enjoy yourself when you go.
Thanks, Randy, for the call.
Nice. Yeah. A water park roller coaster? I've never been on a water roller coaster before.
I never have either.
I have to do this by the end of the year.
I'm looking at these. One is called the Mammoth.
Wow.
There's the Wild Beast, the Cheetah Chase. Those are the water park. And it looks like the water park fully integrated into the other park. Let's take a look at tickets.
Wow.
When Randy mentioned tickets, he said he wasn't sure what tickets cost. Let's see. And I'm just gonna click pick your date ticket. So you can save more if you do a pick your date ticket. So I'm on the website, just holidayworld.com.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my goodness, $56.99.
Okay.
If you go the day we record this, $52. So it looks like there's a little bit of variable pricing. Yep. $62 for a Friday. In June, it goes up to $67. I don't see a ticket price higher than $67, though.
Okay.
That's still fantastic. And by the way, this follows Robert Niles' advice, which was buy online, because it says save $8 on tickets when you buy a day in advance.
There you go. I would totally do that. Yeah, since I've been taking swim lessons, I'm no longer afraid of the water rides, so I'm ready. I would still do them anyway and still be a little scared. So you land and you're like, just stand up, like for the water slides.
See, I know Crystal well enough to know that Crystal just finds the water adventure with the best looking lifeguard. And then she jumps in the water and she can't swim.
Right.
So she makes sure she gets saved.
Hilarious.
Oh, imagine this.
Damsel.
Right. Start of a new Hallmark movie.
Keep pausing from drowning to look to see if I noticed yet. You're like, not you. Move over. Not you.
It's like, why do I have to go down? I got to go.
Not you.
That's fabulous. So free drinks, free parking, $67 for a ticket.
Well, and the sunscreen too. I like that they have this sunscreen, especially if you're getting in water, because that's a lot to carry. So I would definitely take advantage of the sunscreen. And Black people do use sunscreen. I know a lot of people like, oh, but you don't need a tan. It's like, I need sun protection. That's why
you totally need sun protection.
I wear it daily.
The themes, he was talking about how the water park has mostly African themes. What you look at for the rest of the park, are holidays. So they have a part of the park that is Thanksgiving. They have a part of the park that is Halloween.
Oh,
of course, they have Christmas. So their different lands are all around the different holidays.
Oh, that's cool. That's a good way that they went with a theme and totally ran with it. So I really like that.
No, that's super. He mentioned the tall wooden roller coaster, and I'm trying to get back to the park map, and that was called the Voyage.
The Voyage
looks good. There is a roller coaster called Good Gravy, which is in the Thanksgiving area.
Oh, goodness. That's funny.
And of course, in Halloween, there is the Legend and the Raven. The Raven.
This is almost similar to now. I want to go to look to see what all the names are in each theme. Because when you go to a good restaurant or bar, you want to see what they call all the cocktails. Right.
So one of my favorite cocktail names is in Fayetteville, Arkansas, where Autumn went to school. And there was this sports bar there, and it actually wasn't a cocktail. It's a microbrew from the area. And the brew was called Mommy's Helper.
That's funny. I have my candle that I have is called Mrs. Claus Day Off.
Oh, perfect.
Speaking of holiday themes. Well, wait till you go to Greece, because there are the menu names on those bars, the drink names were hilarious and very creative. They have a lot of thoughtful and creative bars.
I'm ready to go right now.
Me too. Let me go back.
Yeah. All right. So that is Holiday World. By the way, people wondering where Holiday World is, it looks like it is west of Louisville. So Louisville, Kentucky is the closest city. Then
right down there on a border.
Yeah, close to Evansville, Indiana. And not that far from our friends in St. Louis or Nashville either. So if you're in that little corner, you can hit Holiday World. For me, it's always been so far out of the way. But I don't know, maybe on a trip north one time, just go to Santa Claus, Indiana. All right. Well, that is fun. Let's go to our piece, which is on theme park etiquette, because Crystal, every time I go to a theme park, there are usually a few people that I roll my eyes over.
Oh my!
There's been a few times where I'm like, oh, come on.
Ruining the experience almost.
Yeah.
So let's not be those people. Yeah. So let's see. A lot of these are blah, 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 plan ahead. Get your tickets in advance. Research the park layout. Now, for research the park layout, I'm a more of a surprise me kind of gal for the layout.
I am not. Really? I used to be. Okay. Well, and the reason is that if there's rides that I really, really, really want to ride, I want to look ahead of time to see what the wait times are around the park, because some rides have a big long wait time. We talked about when Robert Niles was here. If you ever make it to Disney World, whether you love the ride or not, Crystal, you have to ride Peter Pan first.
Right.
Otherwise, you're going to spend all day in line for that.
That's the whole waste of the day. I felt, for me, that would suck. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And it's a neat ride, but it's not neat to the tune of an hour and a half in line.
Yes, we have in all caps in the chat too. Must plan your route.
I know. I totally. Tracy hanging out with us live. And you have to plan. Great. Absolutely.
All right. What's next on here?
What you're going to do that day, especially early in the day. So we can break this up, Crystal, into two parts.
First. Okay.
get the things you really want to do out of the way at a theme park, and then relax the second half of the day. Go back to things, don't be so militant. I used to be way more of a planner until I pissed off my spouse, and she's like, we're here to have fun. Oh yeah, that's right. And so both of us realized that. Yes. And Tracy also said, if you go to Animal Kingdom, another Disney park, you have to ride Avatar first. Okay. Oh my goodness. The Avatar ride. Have you ever seen the Avatar movie, Crystal?
Of course. Yeah. I think everybody did. Didn't it break a record? That was like one of the first.
Yes.
So that proves that everybody saw it pretty much by default.
Do you remember that those winged beasts that they ride in the movie? So you ride one of those on the ride. They have a gigantic screen in front of you that looks real, and you sit on a thing. But what's funny is that it has a feel like you're on an animal. And then while you're riding it, and of course it's flying all over Avatar world on the screen in front of you, it breathes. So against your thighs, you can feel the seat like breathing, like you're really on this beast that's in front of you.
Okay, that sounds like fun. See,
Tracy says she made the mistake of riding it twice in a row and was motion sick for hours after. No. It will get you very, very motion sick. So great ride. Another great ride at Animal Kingdom is, what's the one, Tracy? It's a Mount Everest roller coaster. I think it's called Everest. Is it called Everest?
I don't know.
My goodness. If only I had that pulled up.
Tracy's our Google.
I know. All right. But buy tickets in advance. We already proved that with Holiday World. Yeah. And research the park layout.
And for that too, I'll never forget when Six Flags Great America in Gurnee, Illinois, when the Batman ride came out. Ooh, so we did know to go to that first. So like, if you're there for like a debut of a new ride, because that's where we were there for the debut of that new ride. So we did know where that one thing was. So yeah, going back to what you said.
Now that's Six Flags Great America, which is just north of Chicago.
Right. Yep.
A lot of Chicago people, I would think, go to that park.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like it's like
in Milwaukee, isn't it? Like halfway between you and Milwaukee.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Now my sister went with my aunt and uncle once. They took her to that park, and they didn't love it. They said it was okay. There weren't a lot of trees. They said it was kind of hot, and there weren't many trees.
Okay, I don't know what trees have to do with it.
Well, getting some shade.
Oh.
Just there was no shade and it was super hot. So you just felt like you were roasting in the sun. Speaking of lotion, sunscreen.
Okay. Expedition Everest. Tracy came through.
Another great one. And there's a Yeti chasing you on that ride. So that's the theme.
That's
a Yeti
funny.
Way up in the mountain.
That is funny.
All right. What else we got?
Arrive early to beat the crowds and to find good parking. I like both of those ideas. But normally giving up control when you're going with the group. I wasn't driving because I think if I were driving, I probably would have left the late people. That's just my personality. If you want to be late, then find your own ride. So going with the group.
If you want to stay late at the park, or if you want to
arrive, like I want to get there early and
you got to get there early. Yeah.
Anyone that's running late, it's like, all right, you're on your own.
I like how Robert emphasized that when he was on, that if you go early, you will ride far more rides in that first hour. You can ride 3 big rides in the first hour possibly and get boom, boom, boom. And now that second half of the day, when you just want to wander the park and have fun, you've got way more time. You're not waiting in long lines. You're not stressed out. But exactly. It is, theme parks are the only vacation where early in the day I'm in a rush, and it's all so that later in the day I don't have to be. The good parking thing, I'm not against getting steps. I mean, you're going to get a lot of steps at a theme park.
Yeah.
But
parking doesn't matter for me either. But I do remember arriving on the late side, and you're like, are we are just park in the back and just walk up? Because if you're looking for a spot, like just park way back in Wonderland.
Let's do the next little part 2 here, and then we'll take a little break, and then we'll come back to it.
Okay, part 2.
Yeah, what's next?
Oh, don't cut in line, respect others' time, use fast passes wisely.
Says if the park offers a fast pass system, use it to your advantage to skip the lines for popular rides. This helps manage your time better and reduces wait times for others. If it's going to be a busy day, Robert said it might be worth your time, even though it's more money. It might be worth your money to buy that fast pass so you're able to skip the line. But Crystal, you and I are on the same page on this one. I'd rather go on an off day, if at all possible, and skip paying that money.
Right. Agreed. And also too, I remember the joke I was going to make about like getting all your rides in early and then you could relax for the rest of the day because the bars aren't open that early anyway. So be focused and be on focus mode first.
And who wants to ride the roller coaster? I mean, look at Tracy. Imagine being motion sick and drunk.
Right. Yeah.
You don't want that.
No way.
Yes.
No bueno.
Avatar first, drinks later. A fun drink at Disney at their Hollywood park. They had a drink in Pixar Land at a restaurant called Woody's Lunchbox. It's just a walk-up window.
Oh, cute.
But they have an alcoholic drink there, which is called adult lemonade. And Crystal, it's so good. A friend of mine got me the recipe and we've made it at home.
Oh.
So if you ever come to visit, we'll have adult lemonade and it's so good.
Sounds good.
You take cherry vodka, you take frozen cherries and lemonade, and you take the frozen cherries and the lemonade and the vodka, you pour them all in a blender, you blend them all together. So it's a little bit like a slushy. There's a little slushy flavor to it. And it's so delicious.
I'm going to pick up frozen cherries
and cherry flavored vodka.
Okay.
You get those two things and a lot of lemonade, like probably 4 parts lemonade to every 1 part cherries plus similar part vodka.
Okay. Thank you for the recipe. I don't have to come over now.
No,
just kidding.
Fine. I like you too.
Well,
man,
and the pass too, like saving money on not buying the pass. Hello, you could buy funnel cake now. You can buy so many other things than, the fast pass. You can eat your funnel cake while in line.
Yeah, duh.
Because you don't have the fast pass.
Well, like Robert said, some of the lines too are worth it.
Yeah, they're entertaining.
Yeah. All right, we're going to
look forward to standing in line. Yeah.
We're going to come back to this, but the music's coming up right now, which means, Crystal, it is time for our gear of the day. Yes. This is the part of the show that's like that pit stop halfway through when you're on that great road trip, maybe to Holiday World, right? And you're thinking to yourself, I wonder what it's going to be like when we get there. Are we there yet? How cool will it be? So we're dreaming about the end of the journey. Our pit stop is always a hint at the gear of the day that we're going to share at the end of today's journey. You can see past gears of the day at stackingventures.com/GOTD or gear of the day. And these are all things that either we've tested on trips or our guests have tested on trips. Our gear of the day page is becoming pretty badass, Crystal.
Yeah, it is. And it's for, like, me, since I live in a studio, it's been helpful just for me for not having a lot of clutter and junk. Yeah. So I like the list personally because it's helped me. And even this, so I'll give you a hint at today's item. Are you ready?
All right.
Well, because I'm liking more and more multi-use things. Like, this is something that kind of has multiple uses, but you really can use it. There's like 4 different things you can use this for while you're traveling, but it's something that's compact, and it's something that it can either keep you warm, it can keep you dry, it can keep you. You can still exercise if you want. Yeah, so it's something that's very, very versatile.
Exercise.
Yeah, you
wow.
can use it. You can use it for, it has multiple uses.
All right. If you're online with us, I know Tracy's been chatting with us at Divorce Money Guide. If Tracy's got a guess, or if anybody hanging out with us on YouTube has a guess, make it now, and you'll hear my guess as soon as we get right back from this quick break.
All right.
Versatile, keeps you dry. Did you say keeps you warm?
And yeah, it can keep you warm. It's like has so many uses.
Keeps you dry, keeps you
It's versatile, multi-use.
Multi-use. I can't think of a type of clothing besides like a raincoat that does. You know what? Maybe it is a raincoat. So we will find out at the end of today's show. I was also thinking maybe it's some kind of a fan, because that can keep you dry, and maybe it has a heat setting. I don't know. All right. I'll think about that. All right, adventurers, on to the second half. You know what? Let's get back to our etiquette later, Crystal. But for now, how about we take another color? Okay.
Yeah.
This color is color Nikki, which is strange because my sister's name is Nikki.
Ah.
Yeah, which is weird. So let's hear about Nikki's adventure.
Hey, Joe and Crystal, I just wanted to tell you some of my favorite memories from Cedar Point. My family used to go there all the time when I was younger, and it has always been a fantastic place for me. Lots of great memories. Loved.
So she sounds a lot like my sister. At Cedar Point. It's weird because I went to Cedar Point a lot when I was a kid too, Crystal.
What a coinky dink.
And you went to Cedar Point. How many times have you been to Cedar Point?
Twice.
A bunch? Twice?
Twice, yeah. Just twice.
I've maybe been 11D.
11D? I like that number. That's what I want my paycheck to be. That's my new salary. 11D, 100 a day.
11D commas in my paycheck, right?
11D.
All right, let's hear from somebody that sounds suspiciously like my sister, Nikki, who's named Nikki, and who also went to Cedar Point a lot growing up.
The Magnum, and the Witch's Wheel and the Gemini with my biggest brother, who was 8 years older than me, and listening to him just scream his head off like a scared little girl while I was giggling maniacally.
Okay, that clearly wasn't me. Can't be me. I would never, ever squeal like a little girl. Yes. I must admit, I do. Have you ridden the Magnum?
I don't remember the names. That was a long time ago.
So the Magnum for a long time was the fastest, tallest roller coaster, I think, in the world for a while when it was first built.
That's a yes.
Yeah, and the big thing about the Magnum is the track, Crystal, feels really, really, really narrow. Oh. And so you're on this thing and you're like, are we going to stay up? Because it looks like if the wind blows, this whole thing's coming down. And then you scream down, and
you scream down.
I scream down. I scream, you scream, but I scream like a little girl. I must say.
Well, boys scream too.
She also
Women
talked
are
about
more tough. Go ahead.
She also talked about the Witch's Wheel. Do you remember the Witch's Wheel?
No, I don't. Tell me. I remember going. Details are so shoddy.
The Witch's Wheel looks like a Ferris wheel, but when you get on, it's flat and the cars hang down. And so two people get in the car. So as an example, my sister and I would ride it, and I'd be in the back and she would sit in front of me, and the Witch's Wheel would get going really fast. There is no restraint except for bars. So you're in this little caged carrying spot with just seats. And so they get going very, 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 very fast in a circle. And then it slowly turns up. So it's like a Ferris wheel, except it's using centrifugal force so that you don't fall down. Oh, yeah, so you go upside down over and over and over. Oh. Yes.
Well, I like the one where you're standing against the wall and centrifugal force raises you up off your feet.
The rotor.
That was my favorite. Yeah, that was my top favorite ride.
That one's gone too. They would just drop the floor and you're against the wall.
Yeah. Or so that's two variations, because the one you do, your car, or what the thing you're standing on, it rises up like after it's going so fast.
Yes.
That was fun.
Yeah. And the Witch's Wheel is one where you're sitting down and it's a similar thing. They just spin it so fast. And then Witch's Wheel looked cool at night because it was this, cool looking, just imagine like a Ferris wheel. And it's spinning really, really fast with people in it. Oh, and
goodness.
Fun times. Really relaxing ride.
Huh.
because you're just back against the seat as you're going upside down over and over and over and over.
Oh my goodness.
That is fun. All right, back to Nikki.
Fantastic. Another great memory from there. 2 years ago, my husband ran a half marathon there, and we got some free passes to the park. And after the half marathon, I rode the gatekeeper with my father, who was in his 70s at that point in time, and he loved it, and I loved it, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, so the gatekeeper goes over the front entranceway, and it's a coaster where the rail is in the middle, and you hang down on people hang down on either side. So there's 4 seats on the right side and 4 seats on the left side, and your feet dangle.
Oh.
And you kind of swoop over. They call it the gatekeeper because it swoops over the entrance gate, and you go upside down a couple times. But that was my dad died last year, and this was a great memory because the fact that my dad wanted to ride it at all, it's pretty wild. And then he rode it, and he laughed his head off the entire time, and it was super fun riding that ride with him. I was shocked when he's like, "Yeah, I'll go on this one." What are you talking about, Dad? Look at how fast that thing goes. You want to go? And he did. All right, back to Nikki.
Around the same time, my daughter was itty bitty and was trying to ride a Snoopy hot air balloon ride and was scared to death. So apparently she did not inherit her love of roller coasters. But another place I love, and I love it for a different reason, went to Walt Disneyland in California on my own. My husband had a meeting out that way, so left the kiddo with the parents and went on my own. Was able to ride all the rides that I wanted to ride, see what I wanted to see. Got into everything super fast because I was traveling solo, and fantastic. If you are not afraid of traveling solo, would highly recommend doing a theme park or roller coaster place, all on your own. It's great. Hope that helps. Love listening to you guys, and I will be hearing you soon. Bye.
Thanks, Nikki.
That is Dr. Nikki Melly of, what was she a doctor of?
Stackology.
Yes,
Right?
on
the April Fool's show.
on our April 1st episode.
So that's another thing that Nikki brought up that I totally forgot about. Like, if you're a solo rider, you can get on the rides because normally it's either 2s or 3s, and you have to wait for your whole group sometimes. Or it's like, okay, no, I want to be in the front or in the back. So that opens you up to, hey, we're looking for 111, and you get to say, excuse me, out of my way, suckers in line. Yes, I'll go solo. So that's another cool thing. You don't have to wait for everybody to get on the same coaster. You can just go.
Yeah, if you don't mind that single rider line, even when you're with a group, if Cheryl and I are at a place, we will ride the single rider. They're like, one, we're like, I'm one.
Yeah.
We just have this agreement ahead of time. Like, who cares? Let's just ride the ride. I don't need to sit next to the group of people that I'm with.
Right. I'm going to see you guys all day.
Well, and that's the thing, seeing people all day. What do you think, Crystal, about what Nikki said about going to a theme park by yourself for the day?
I would do it, like, especially depending on how close I was to it, or if I was in a mood for a road trip, I would totally do that. Yes, I'm a yes.
I didn't think that sounded like it would be fun until on my book tour, I had a free day. I was between Tampa and Miami tour stops, which puts me squarely in Orlando if I want to be. So I stop in Orlando, and I spent a day at Disney by myself. And I have to tell you, there are a few things as fun as going to a theme park. You don't argue with anybody about what you're going to ride next. You're not, if I got to go to the bathroom, I don't have to ask everybody else if they want to stop now, or if we want to go on to the next. You just do what you want to do. Around meal times, when you're used to chatting with people and you're sitting at a table for one next to all these families that are there. And you're an adult man in his 50s who's just hanging out at a table by himself. I did score at the Magic Kingdom a seat right on the rail at a restaurant called Tony's, which is an Italian restaurant, right as you first come in. And I got a seat right on the porch as the parade was going by. So I was literally eating dinner while the parade just went by me.
Your personal parade. Well,
Yes.
and that's another key topic or key sentence that Nikki said. I got to see everything I wanted to see super quickly. So that's another, you know what? Be selfish, you guys. It's okay to be selfish. We are way too accommodating these days. Be selfish and go by yourself and see everything you want to see. And if you're afraid of safety, have that location sharing on. My friends know where I am at all times because we all have location sharing on each other.
That's fabulous. Yeah. Great day at a theme park, going by yourself. And I can't imagine being at Disneyland by myself.
And the
All right.
mall and Target and Costco and Walmart or wherever you shop. Those are also fun trips.
By yourself.
Yes.
I see a theme here. Well, let's get back to our theme park etiquette piece. We'll also link to this in our show notes page if people want to follow along. Yeah. What's number 4 on this list?
Quickly. Follow the rules, safety first, respect the environment. I mean, this is definitely should be what you're doing at home, should reflect what you do in public. Like, right?
There are some times when I know people got in trouble for this, maybe 20 or 25 years ago at a theme park in Cincinnati, Kings Island. A rider on a ride lost his hat. And I don't remember if the hat blew off on the ride or if it was after or before the ride or a friend threw it, but it went into an area that was off limits and it was just floating at the edge of a pond. Oh. And so the person stepped over the fence, walked through the grass, went to pick up the hat, and all of a sudden fell in the pond and clearly looked like they were in distress. So their friend then went to save them and went and jumped in the pond. And then they were in distress too. And it turned out, Crystal, there was unshielded electricity and that entire pond, all that water was electrified. And so the second both of them hit the water, they died. And if they would have just let the hat go, just let it go, got some help from an employee of the park, something, that experience would have been different.
Oh no, that's scary. That is very scary. Yeah. I am terrified of going into the, do not enter or like uncharted territories anywhere. So, and I cannot imagine. So hopefully this story deters others from going rogue and, saving stuff.
Just let it go. My son lost his glasses actually at Walt Disney World on Space Mountain, which is, people that don't know, it's a roller coaster that's in the dark. We talked to the people and said, these were expensive glasses. He doesn't have another pair. He's not going to be able to see anything. So is there some way to look? And they told us to come back when the ride had closed at the end of the night. So at the end of the night, instead of going up to the front, we went to Space Mountain and they turned on all the lights and they went and they found his glasses.
Oh, nice.
And so we left the park after everybody else did, which was also kind of wild being at Disney World when nobody else was there.
Dark.
But there was that. All right. Next, don't use selfie sticks. Just don't use selfie sticks in a theme park.
Yes.
The number of times I've been behind some idiot with a selfie stick and I'm trying to just get around you. Oh, well, the other problem, Crystal, don't walk 4 people wide. Just don't walk 4 people wide.
That's the one I didn't even think about it, because this applies to the trails too. And here in the neighborhood, it's like I'm dodging people. You're playing Frogger and Dodger. At least dogs aren't allowed, because then there's the people with the dogs with the 20-foot leash, and you're just trying to get around them and their long leashed dog. Don't do that, on the city streets too, if you can. But yeah, the big groups walking like
super slow, 4 people wide.
Yeah.
Can't get around them. Completely oblivious. Yeah, whether it's at a theme park or at Target. Please.
Yes. Don't do that.
What's next?
Let's see. Don't hog the attraction. So share the fun, follow the time limits, and see, going back to even what Tracy said about going back to back and then getting sick. Yeah. So give the rides a rest and don't try to hog. Like if it's like, all right, yeah, keep it moving, because there's other stuff you might want to see that you're missing out on by, overstaying your welcome in Drinkland or whatever land.
My young nephew was 9 years old, Logan, when he went with us to Disney World. We took him with us, and it was super fun. He'd never been on an airplane before.
Aww.
And so when we're taking off on the airplane, he's super excited. And as we're getting ready to land, as we're coming down through the clouds. There's just, there's the pillowy clouds, and we come down and it's gray in the clouds. And all of a sudden you start seeing little pieces of land. And Logan at 9 is so excited when he sees land. He goes, Uncle Joe, look, there's houses. Look, there's land, ho. And everybody around us is cracking up at the commercial for United Airlines, whatever airline we were on, that my nephew apparently had just made.
Funny. That's cute.
But he was afraid of a lot of the scary rides. And in Animal Kingdom, there's a ride called Dinosaur, which I knew was very scary. And he really liked a ride next to it called the Medieval Whirl, which was like a carnival type ride where it's one of those carnival-y roller coasters that just go back and forth inside of itself. But the seat spins. So as you're going down the hill, the seat is spinning, and it was called the Medieval Whirl. And so Logan loved that ride. So we took turns staying with Logan to ride the Medieval Whirl while we rode Dinosaur. Everybody else rode the very scary dinosaur ride. So anyway, we get done with that. Logan's ridden that ride maybe 8 times in a row. Spinning roller coaster. You know where this is going. There's that big tree of life, and there's a movie underneath the tree. And so we get in line for the movie, and we're underneath the tree, and there's the waiting area while you're waiting for the movie in front of you to get out. And all of a sudden in the corner we hear and I look, and my nephew Logan is in the corner, and he is hurling his guts out, Crystal.
Oh, poor kid. Poor Logan.
And he literally, he stands up, and he's got slop all over his face, and he takes the back of his hand and he wipes it like a little kid will. He wipes it, and he looks at me, he goes, well, at least I don't have to clean that up.
Oh,
it's which made me realize I had to find somebody to go clean it up. So I walk over to this college kid and I said, hey, excuse me, my nephew just, he'd ridden the Medieval Whirl a lot, and he actually barfed in the corner. And you should see the look of glee in this guy's face. It was just, ouch. Oh no. Oh
ouch,
no.
Ouch.
So he had, so we always called that ride, the Medieval Whirl that made Logan hurl.
Oh,
was
the
name of
so
the ride.
Parents, if the kids try to beg you to go again, just say, no, we want you to keep your lunch. Let's just circle back later.
Ride again later.
The other rides will get jealous if you don't ride those too.
Number 8 on the list, do take breaks, stay hydrated. Holiday World, you do it for free. Enjoy the scenery. And actually, I think there's a law in most states that they have to give you water for free. If you walk up to a place and you don't have any money, just say, can I get a water? And they, I think, are required to give you water for free.
Oh, that's a great tip.
I know at Cedar Point, they will do that. Number 9.
I think this one should apply to Earth. Don't smoke. It says don't smoke in non-designated areas, but I would just say don't smoke on Earth, period. That's just my personal thing. But yeah, respect the non-smokers. And if you're not supposed to smoke, I know and they've included vaping in a lot of the areas too, that you're not supposed to do that either. Just follow the rules. I like to snitch people or be like, hey, that guy's doing something he's not supposed to do. And then I run.
You're that person.
Sometimes. If it's something that's harmful, you're harming lungs. Like, And just follow the rules. I'll say if there's a sign saying, "Hey, you can smoke here, you can vape here," do it where the sign says.
Number 10, comfort is key. I like this.
Yes.
I'm wearing today this hiking shirt. It's very very much is sweat resistant. It breathes. It's breathable fabric, so it's a great lightweight shirt to wear. But the second piece of this, Crystal, check the dress code. Oh my goodness. How many times you've been to a theme park, you're like, you decided to wear that today?
Yes. Oh my goodness. And then you don't want blisters. Please take care of your feet. You don't want flip-flops that can flop off of a ride too. Like, just be smart about everything. I mean, yes, hats for sun safety, but keep it secured. I knew every time to make sure my glasses, hat, whatever, like I had them secured during the ride, and make sure they're not in your hands, because then you'll forget. Because if you want to hold on to the bar or whatever, just really need to pre-plan what you're bringing.
The last time my sister and I went together to Cedar Point, just the two of us, because we found out that her daughter doesn't like it, her husband doesn't like it, my wife doesn't care for it, so we just went together.
Yay.
When we went, she kept track of mileage. I think, Crystal, we walked like 9 miles that day.
Wow.
Just with all the walking that you do at these parks, you don't wear flip-flops.
Yes. Your feet will not like that.
Don't forget your essentials. Sounds like Crystal advice. Bring a small bag and keep your valuables safe. It says to use a locker if available to store valuable items. I think a bigger key is try to figure out how not to bring as many valuables as possible.
Or know their bag policy also, so you'll know, like, okay, fanny pack. A fanny pack could be a great idea, because you can clip your hat to it if you're on the ride. You can, safely zip everything so your hands are free. So I recommend, if they allow fanny packs, do it. They're in.
There's just a couple more here. Do make memories. Of course, take photos. Crystal's other favorite, collect souvenirs.
Right.
I just like going in the souvenir shop, even if I'm not going to buy something, because often they'll have some quirky, fun stuff to look at.
I love to be nosy and look at what they are offering. And then I love to complain about the prices, and like, they want what? Oh yeah, that's another of my favorite parts. Just go to judge the pricing. And other people's outfits. Like, why does she wear that shirt with those shoes?
I know.
And the matchy couples, like, we love you guys, because you look cute, but it is sometimes very creative also.
Do you remember that website, The People of Walmart?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. There's also the people of Cedar Point, the people of whatever.
Funny.
Like, you're like, why? Why? Number 13, I really like. Don't overdo it. For two reasons. It says to know your limits. If you're not having fun, day's all about fun. If you're pushing yourself to just do more, and you're FOMOing, you know what? My favorite advice I ever got about Disney was don't try to see it all, because it's too big, Crystal. There's too much there. And so pick the things you want to do, go early, do those things, and just know your limits. And I like the second half of this, which says plan for downtime. Yeah. My favorite thing to do in the middle of the day, we talked about this a month ago when Robert Niles was on, is leave the park. Just take an hour and a half and go. We went and sat down at a Famous Dave's restaurant, had a cold beer, got off our feet.
Reset. Air conditioning, especially depending on the weather too. You don't want to have over sun exposure. Like, there's so many things that can go wrong. Just take a break. You don't.
And it's funny because you think, you're like, I'm paying so much money for this. Like, I got to get it in. You know what's funny? We missed an hour and a half by going to Famous Dave's. But the second half of the day when I was back in the park was so much better, because I was fresh. I was happy. I didn't feel like I was grinding, It was
charge your batteries. Yeah, we care about our phone batteries more than our personal internal batteries.
Spoken like a Zumba instructor.
Recharge your batteries.
Number 14, Crystal, what do we got?
Yep. Check out the special events, like the seasonal attractions and the extra experiences. Now, this is good. And this is where Busch Gardens is like one of the top of the lines for me, because every theme world now, I was like, okay, I have to see all of the theme worlds to see like how they curated like the experience to go with the food and the wine or the drink. So I enjoyed that part of it.
It's funny at this Holiday World map that I'm looking at, it says Holiday in the Sky, June 21st to August 3rd. So I'm not even sure what Holidays in the Sky sounds like. A fireworks show. So if I'm interested in fireworks, make sure you check out what's going on there. And a lot of these parks, I mean, there's no way that with Halloween Land, there's no way that they're not open around Halloween on weekends. They must be around. Many of the parks now around holiday seasons have special holiday hours where you can visit the park. I know even Kings Island in Cincinnati, even though it's cold around Christmas time, I believe they open and they decorate the park and all kinds of Christmas lights and
stuff. Yeah, I love those. I love those.
All the rides aren't open, just a select few, but you get a whole different feeling for the experience.
And it's fun to get steps. Like a friend of mine and we went to the zoo over last summer and had a ball just walking the whole zoo. It's like we haven't done a zoo in ages. So that was another fun. And then, of course, happy hour after. But that was a fun thing to do.
I can't wait to do our favorite zoos. That'll be a good time. All right.
But last but not least.
Oh, is there another one?
Last one is don't forget to have fun, enjoy the experience, and cherish the moments.
It's like I thought we were done.
There it is.
But you are there to have fun. And when you look around in the late afternoon, Crystal, it looks like a lot of families have forgotten that they're there. Everybody looks stressed out and they're tired of lines, and you're there to have fun.
And that's the other benefit of going solo. When you're ready to go, you can go. Only one person's decision matter, and it's yours. Right. And also, if I'm the driver, if I'm ready to go, I'm so sorry. You have to go with the ride.
Two choices.
And I respect that about the driver. If the driver wants to stay all night, I'm staying all night. But if they're ready to go early, I'm ready to go too.
I got to say though, my favorite time at any theme park, even if I'm having the marginal time, is at night. So I will generally stay at night because just the lights.
It's a fun time.
Great time.
I'll never forget that my first FOMO was when it was getting late and we were leaving. And I was like, man, it looks like the park's coming alive at night and we're leaving. But we were exhausted though. So just maybe that's another thing, save time for the nighttime.
Yeah. All right. Or leave and come back,
Yeah, that's true.
If they'll let you come back in. Well, the music's coming back up, which means time for the gear of the day. Crystal, your clues were what?
Close it out. It's something that it's super versatile. It could keep you warm, dry. Like you can have a variety of uses for this thing. You can exercise.
Okay. Well, exercise. So it's not a raincoat. And it's also not a fan. I don't know. You stumped me with that one. What do we got?
Well, it's hard to guess. So it's one of these, it's like a universal, they call it, this one is called technically a sweat towel, but it's usually you use it as the yoga cover mat. But so you can use this when you're traveling. So it's super thin. It rolls up. It even has the band on it to keep it snug. And so you can have it on the airplane with you if you're cold. You can, if you want to do yoga or whatever, or work out push-ups, whatever, in your room, you could use this or on top of a towel. Or if you go to the gym hotel, you could use this on top of their mat if you don't want to get the germs. You can use this as your own towel if you don't trust hotel towels. So that's how to keep you dry too, or if you want to work out. So this is like a safe, sanitary.
Super thin.
Yeah, super, super thin. Rolls up to super, almost could be small as a pair of socks. Easy machine wash? Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. This thing is super, super easy. And you can even clean it in your shower with you too. I love these things.
While you're on the trip. Yeah.
And it almost looks like a scarf, like the colored ones.
It does.
So it could be your scarf / keep you warm.
I was just say the white with the pink you're wearing right now. It's like you playing those together.
Pop a color.
Yeah. All right. We'll have that at our Gear of the Day page, stackingadventures.com/GOTD. And Adventures, before we leave, we've got a few things that we need help from you on. Please. We have some more episodes coming. If you've been to Bali, we need your trip to Bali.
It's Belize.
Oh, Belize.
But Bali too.
I thought you
That's
said.
on my list.
I thought you said police. Police. No, it's Belize. You're right. It's funny. I wrote Chris in Bali, but it's Chris in Belize. Yeah, Chris went to Belize, so we also need that. And we are going to take, again, we're going to talk cruises again later this summer with Donna coming back to hear about your cruise adventures. So share your cruise stories, the good, bad, the ugly of cruises. And that's it. Oh, and your favorite coming up next week, Rolando Pujol is going to take us on a retro road trip around the country, Crystal, and this promises to be a lot of fun.
Yes. You will not be disappointed.
All those cool signs from the 1950s, 1960s, some new signs that he has. Cool. We're going to talk about those cool places. I remember, those old Holiday Inn signs when I was a kid. I always wanted to stay at a Holiday Inn, and not being from a family that had a lot of money, we'd pass it by. And once we got to stay in one, and Crystal, I thought I'd gone to heaven. I was like, I'm staying at the Holiday Inn.
Yes, it's us. Oh, so to share your story, please head to stackingadventures.com/mystory.
And there it is. And please share them. You have a couple weeks for each of those topics. So please share those stories, and we'll make an episode like we did with help of Randy and Nikki today. Thank you so much for helping us.
Thank you too.
Finish out theme parks for 2025. All right, Crystal, that's going to do it.
That's a wrap. I'm doing Formula F1 racing today, simulator.
And I am going to be recording more podcasts and playing a board game.
Yay.
Should be fun.
Yay.
She's Crystal.
And I'm Joe. Thanks for listening.
Let's get this show off the road.
Off the road.